So when it comes to the men that they're actually attracted to or attracted to in general that they really want, a lot of young ladies are just plain irrational. A lot of women in general are just plain irrational. The things that they do from the outside looking in, as a spectator, you would tell yourself, wow, this chick, it's very obvious that this guy is not good for her when I'm talking in this sense, but she's so attracted to him that she kind of just lets it slide. And quite frankly, she gaslights her damn self. She convinces her damn self that what she's seeing is not really what it is, okay? And I'm gonna get into it. This is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me, and let's talk about this subject because I know a lot of guys have seen it. A lot of guys on these manosphere spaces have talked about this endlessly. You guys might have heard about how, Chads can do no wrong, and how women, with certain type of guys, I know you guys have seen the meme where one certain type of guy is creepy if he says hi or flirts, and then the other type of guy, is welcomed. This type of guy is not creepy. He's attractive, but they both said the same thing, right? And it kind of goes, there's a lot of aspects to this that you can hit, but it kind of goes with the whole theme that rationale just kind of flies out the window when a woman is when she's sexually attracted to a guy. Because what happens is that, hey, look, if you want to say that physical attraction plays a huge part of it, I would concur. I would agree that that is a huge aspect of it. Now, whatever attractive is to the woman is subjective. It is subjective. Before any, basement dwellers get on here and say, oh yeah, it only happens to 6'4" chads and stuff. It all depends on what the chick finds attractive. Okay. But yes, it's that coupled with, the personality chemistry, how this guy makes her feel, the emotions that he makes her feel, how good he makes her feel, and then how bad he makes her feel. It's like a cocktail of emotions. And like I said, from the outside looking in, people obviously tell themselves like, dang, why the hell are you still with this dude? I know you guys, type in the chat if you ever had an instance where some chick is constantly complaining about a guy, constantly bitching and moaning, and oh, he's so this and he's that and he's a narcissist, but 5 years later she's still with the guy. Comment how many times you witnessed that, because I have witnessed that many a times. I've witnessed it many a times. And a lot of guys that are on red pill spaces or manosphere spaces, they get frustrated, like, man, there's a lot of good guys out there that would treat you right, that that would treat you like a queen and all that good stuff. But this is, by the way, this is where a lot of guys' villain archetype comes in, because they did that whole nice guy type of deal and it really didn't work. So now they're doing a whole a-hole alpha male type of deal. That's kind of another subject. But this is kind of where it comes from, because and those guys ask themselves, why don't they want a good man? I'm a good man myself. Well, the simple answer is she's not sexually attracted. She's not sexually attracted. And a lot of women will come on here and try to argue and defend themselves, which, first of all, ladies, I'm not saying that this is every single woman. I'm not saying that this is every single chick out there. I'm saying in a broad spectrum, and in general, this is a lot of, and hell, even a lot of men too, right? Even a lot of men too. I'm not even just singling out my ladies, because a lot of men shit, you've done it, I've done it. It'll be a chick that's obviously doing some sketchy type of stuff and being disrespectful and all that good stuff, but yet the man still sticks around because he's sexually attracted and all rationale flies out the window. Okay. And I know you guys have seen cases like this, and it's, you know, a lot of guys get frustrated. A lot of guys get frustrated because the same chick, here's what happens. The same chick that they're talking to, and they are treating her right, you know, not being abusive and not talking to other women and, you know, being a player and a dog and all that. They're talking to her and she's not into them. But the guy that all the characteristics that I just described, she'll mess with that guy. She'll mess with Johnny, you know, Johnny Cage, as I like to call him. You know, you trying to get with her and you're Mr. Right, so to speak. You're Mr. Right. But she's over here messing with Johnny Cage that has, like, you know, 3 felonies. And this is not always the case. I'm not trying to make these, because sometimes, fellas, the guy doesn't have to be a career criminal, don't have to be some kind of super villain, right? It just has to be a guy that's sexually attractive to her, but he's doing stuff that you seem to find harmful, but she still sticks around with him. And there's no kind of talking out of this when she's kind of in that trance hypnotized state. Because if you really think about it on a practical level, it's it's almost like hypnotization. You know, it's almost like she's hypnotized by this man. And there's even funny euphemisms like hypnotized by the D, you know, digmatized, all of this type of stuff. She's hypnotized by the way that, by his personality on top of that, on top of his physical attract. Now, if it's a combination of those two, that's when it's really, that's when it's really fatal, so to speak. You know, when the guy has the physical looks and he has the personality type, that's when he, you know, and the triple threat, when he knows how to put it down, when he's pleasing her, that's the triple threat. And, you know, a lot of chicks will stay with this type of guy, and there's no type of trying to reason her out of it. That's why a lot of guys on these red pill spaces, you know, I make videos sometimes for observation. This is the observations that I'm making. As far as young ladies trying to convince them not to go after bad boys and stuff, I could give less of a shit, because a lot of guys, like I was saying, they'll make videos almost like I don't know if they're trying to convince the chicks to like good guys or not, but if that's their motive, if that's what they're trying to do, then they're just blowing hot air. There's really no convincing a chick that is with a dude that's not good for her, so to speak. If she's sexually attracted, there's no convincing her. Now maybe there is, but ultimately it's her that has to snap out of it, so to speak. And, you know, this is just as another aside, this is where a lot of guys talk about this infamous wall, right? Where a lot of these chicks finally realize that these type of guys aren't what they need. It's what they want. It's what they need. You know, it's not what they need. It's what they want. And by that time, it's already too late. And that infamous wall creeps up where the chick, you know, it gets a little older. She's not, damn for sure, is not getting the same kind of attention that she is when she was younger. And she for shit show is not getting the type of men that she was getting a long time ago. And, you know, a lot of times it's too late, because a guy will be straight up playing in this woman's face. Okay. He'll straight up be disrespecting her. He'll straight up be doing things that if the guy that she wasn't sexually attractive to was doing that, oh, he will be out the front door quick, fast, and in a hurry. You know, because sometimes we hear about these cases where women are settling for men, which, and in my opinion, for a lot of these chicks, for them to say they're settling is kind of unsettling, because who the hell are they to be like, oh, I'm settling, when they're trash as hell themselves? You feel what I'm saying? So that was another little side thing. But you know, it is what it is, and not all of them, but a large portion. And you know, the guys that they're settling with, quote unquote, that they just feel like they, you know, I'll just get with this guy, right? The things that he does can be the very same exact thing that the guy that she's sexually attracted to does, except this guy, he ain't gonna get to, you know, the first guy that she's not sexually attracted to, he's not gonna get too many chances. Now the guy that she is sexually attracted to, man, this dude gonna have years of f-ups. He's gonna have years of you know, fuck ups, and she's gonna you know, stick around, because people on the outside are like, are you crazy? Logically, you know, this is where logic comes in. And the problem with that is logic does not apply in this case, right? Logically, this dude is terrible. But, you know, for her, it's like, oh no, you guys don't know him, even though she's been complaining about him since forever, you know, whining and complaining. So, you know, it's just, it's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? But it is a thing that happens. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.